you received that. But I
Mhm.
also just want to note, and I'll get input from you, but also maybe Mr. Buds as well. In our regular meeting, then we should have public comment. Is that so?
I would agree.
Okay, so I was thinking, do we put that as we, take care of our regular meeting amended item that's coming forward? Then we'll go into our closed session, we'll switch over, come back and then have public comment? I'm looking to either
We
of you.
generally don't have public comment in the special meetings that go into closed session, so I'll defer to Mr. Buds.
Okay,
Since we're going to have an item that would be an open item, I'm comfortable either way. We should have public comment at some point in the meeting. I don't really have a strong preference as to whether that be at the beginning or the end. Yeah.
well, since we're adding it, they wouldn't know it's there, so we'd have to do the public comment afterwards. But maybe we do it after the discussion. Well, I'll ask if there's any public comment on the item that we add while we're having that discussion.
That makes sense.
Because otherwise it's too late later after the decision, and we need to get that. So I think I'm gonna I'll ask for public comment during the item that's now a regular agenda item. But then I'd also go back to Clerk LaVoie's comment on when it's special. We usually don't have that on there. So I think this is what I'll do. I'll just ask for public comment if there's those that have joined us.
Okay.
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 We are now live on YouTube, so proceed. I will be staying here to host the meeting while you guys leave, and we'll be here when you get back.
Kelly, did you get a chance to pick up that book? The article magazine?
Yes, I haven't found time to read it yet.
Oh, okay. It's very interesting. I was impressed by it. I always like to learn something new.
Yes, I have it right here.
I knew the time frame, but I did not know the specifics and the history of the gentleman as well.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
You bet.
Looks like we're still missing John. Has anybody heard from him?
Sure. I was going to make a mention at the start. He did send clerk, myself, the manager, an email. I think it was yesterday, or the day before. He will be delayed. He had a business email meeting that came up, but he'll be joining us before we conclude, and so he won't be. He'll be joining us probably maybe about 6:30.
Okay.
Is there a login for the planning commission meeting, or do we just go through the city website?
There is, send an invite out. It should have been through email, but
Yeah, I didn't see it. I'll look again. Maybe I missed it.
maybe as we get through this,
I'm looking right now. I don't think there is one.
So they would need to go because they weren't invited to the meeting so they would have the public, unless somebody else invited them. I did not invite them. So they could go through the website, go to the calendar, and all of the Zoom information is there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I can try in between meetings to also forward my copy of the public invite. I can do that as well.
Thank you.
I can try. You're welcome.
I know we're on a tight time to make sure we get off of this Zoom, so the Plan Commission has access to that. So I'm looking, I think we have our 6 members that are here now. Clerk, if you, anything further?
I don't.
Okay. It is 6:01. So at this time, call the City Council special meeting to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilperson Whitman,
Here.
Michael Angeli,
He's excused. I'll be joining shortly.
Vining,
Here,
Jermaine,
Here,
Lamore,
Here.
Felder,
Here.
Mayor Clark.
Present. So, so while we have a special meeting this evening, there is we received a email from the city manager regarding tonight's meeting and a request. I hope that everybody had an opportunity to review that, receive it, regarding an item that's of urgency to, as he states, so to go to a, I'm looking for my note here, but obviously add for a regular, or add to the agenda. I'll see to Mr. Pastu to kind of review that so we all know what it is, and those that are maybe listening as well. Vince, if you could.
Yeah, so Your Honor, I'm asking council just to amend the agenda to put on their title authorization to submit application, Public Safety and Public Health Reimbursement Program.
Okay, and I think we'll get into the discussion what that's about and why there's the urgency to add this as we have. Looking, clerk, if there's anything we're missing, or Mr. Buds. I don't see nothing. So if there's any questions, if not, we're looking for a motion to amend the agenda, but if you could also, yes. Amend the agenda as stated.
Your Honor.
Councilman Moore, and I think we were prepared some language also. Councilman Moore.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to include an application for a public safety and public health reimbursement program.
support.
There's a motion by Councilman Lamore, supported by Councilwoman Vining, to amend the agenda to add the submission of that application for that program. And the program is administered by the Michigan Department of Treasury. Any questions from the council? Clerk, please call the roll.
we need to give,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just wondered if we had to give that an item number for the minutes.
We'll assign the item number when we do the minutes. So it's fine right now.
Great.
Thank you. Good question. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilperson Whitman,
Support. I mean,
Vining,
Yes,
Jermaine,
Yes,
Lamore,
Yes.
Felder,
Yes.
Mayor Clark.
Yes. Our next item is?
So the next item is the discussion on the authorization to submit application for public safety and public health reimbursement program.
Thank you. Mr. Pastu.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're requesting authorization to submit an application to the Department of Treasury for the Public Safety and Public Health Reimbursement Program. The program's authorized under Public Act 123 of 2020 and administered by the Department of Treasury. It's a pass-through of federal funds in accordance with the CARES Act. The Department of Treasury has $200 million authorization to release under this program for reimbursement for public safety, in our case, related personnel expenses for the month of April and May. The program eligibility is written with, as I put in my correspondence, a little vagary in there that, you know, I think we could get some funding for it. And I think it's certainly worth submitting an application since we could potentially receive in excess of $1 million. The application period, as I put in the correspondence, is July 7th through July 17th. So consequently, that's why I'm asking for tonight's action to provide that authorization. If done, so we would get that application in by the end of the week. Mr. Sell has already been working and preparing the detail for that application.
Okay, Councilman Lamore, I see you have a question. We'll see if there's others.
Just making a motion, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll see if there's any questions or comments from council. We'll take the motion and see if there's a second, then I'll see if there's any public comment. Councilman Moore, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, make a motion to authorize city manager to submit an application under the Public Safety and Public Health Reimbursement Program administered by the Michigan Department of Treasury.
Support.
Support.
Yeah, I heard a couple. There's a motion by Councilwoman Moore, supported by Councilwoman Whitman. And before we take the roll call, I'll see if there's any public comment regarding this item that's been added to the agenda regarding the public health reimbursement program. So public safety and public health. Any public comments? I'll be asking again later, see if there's comments later at the meeting as well, since we're doing some discussions here. I hear no comments or no public comments. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilperson Whitman,
Yes.
Vining,
Yes.
Jermaine,
Yes.
Lamore,
Yes.
Felder,
Yes.
Mayor Clark.
Yes.
The next item is closed executive session.
I believe all the council received the agenda, knows what the items that are there. So we'll need a motion to go into closed executive session for the 3 items that are listed to be included in that motion.
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Vining.
I'd like to make a motion to go into closed executive session to discuss land acquisition, labor negotiations, city manager performance evaluation.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Vine, supported by Councilwoman Moore to go into executive closed session state. I'm looking at Mr. Buds, make sure that we've covered what all is necessary. He is, we have. No other comment. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilperson Whitman, Whitman.
She's muted.
Okay, I think I saw her say yes.
Yes.
Okay, I go Vining,
Yes.
Jermaine,
Yes.
Lamore,
Yes.
Felder,
Muted.
Felder,
Yes.
Clark, Mayor Clark.
Yes, and we should have received just prior to the meeting here, the invite and to switch over to the closed session meeting. And it's possible that Councilman Michelangelo will be joining us. Clerk, do you have any other questions before we flip over?
No,
Okay, I saw you. All right, then I'll see everybody over there.
thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Are we here? Can you hear me? You can, Mark? Okay, Andrew can? Okay, we'll have to get back. This is kind of, boy, time flies, doesn't it? Okay, Andrew and Michelle, there's Michelle. Kelly's here.
Hello, I have a face.
Ryan. Jake's coming back. Michelle's here. And looking for Paula. And Mr. Buds. We're gonna watch the time closely there, Michelle. So if we, your Zoom, I'm sorry, you're muted. This game.
I have to go start the other meeting, so if we could.
We have four, so we have a
Quorum.
five. We have five. I'm sorry. We have a quorum. So I think we should we need a motion to go back into regular session.
Motion to go back into open session.
Support.
Second,
Motion by Councilman Moore, supported by Councilman Felder to go back in. Clerk, you need a roll call? Yes.
Yes. Councilperson Whitman?
She's still,
Right. Vining,
Yes.
Germaine,
yes,
Lamore,
Yes.
Felder,
Yes.
Mayor Clark.
yes. And so we need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
second,
Motion by Councilman Moore, supported by Councilman Felder to adjourn. Sorry, Michelle. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilperson Vining,
Yes.
Germaine,
yes.
Lamore,
Yes.
Felder,
Yes.
Mayor Clark.
Yes, so
All right.
we're gonna go Zoom away here and I'll get a hold of Paul, let her know. Thank you all.
Thanks.
Done.